to Pit Bull Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. We gave in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the FIU Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Before the game, the Panthers head coach was able to tell me he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So FIU's offense will have the ball first. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch him this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Under fire! Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week, and for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited, and a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Stone. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense. You've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And score. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
The Blue Raiders offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defense...
And the defense got him at the 27. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He lets it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going to try to get it himself. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Turns it on in midfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead as we get a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's caught. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Panthers are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Panthers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, FIU. And they turn it into a defensive score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You simply cannot do better as a defense. They have shut them out. A goose egg on the scoreboard. You get a pick 6 right there to extend your lead right now. This defense is playing with their hair on fire. The offense has no answers. And if I'm this defense, I keep the pressure up. I'm keeping my starters in the game, and I'm just pouring it on.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Running inside, it's Shaw. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, shipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum, and they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Wide 29.
The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the big fella. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. That's caught. It's Allen. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Ready? Blue 30. Ready to go.
Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the back in the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's first and maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's a fumble. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to throw on first down. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. There he goes. The 20. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? He will not get there as the defense stops him again. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida International.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field. The offense ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Well, I think tonight, guys, this quarterback has got to play with a better sense of urgency. I mean, he had all night to throw this football, and he just never decided to get rid of it until it was too late. He got hit, and that forced the incompletion.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of 1st down yardage. 4th down is coming.
I mean, good news here.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep this drive alive. At the 40. Finding some room. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
Well, on that 4th down play, you're just trying to move the chains, right? You're just trying to get enough to get the 1st down. Instead, that running play turns into a home run. There was a missed tackle. He got into the open space, and he takes it all the way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And with time running out here in the 2nd quarter, they'll just take a knee. Down on the scoreboard, they'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Middle Tennessee State's head coach told me at the half, his quarterback not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the 3rd quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's off. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Bring in the heat. Gets rid of it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse.
Going for the big play. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rushes on him. Lofts one high and deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic with his... breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Here comes the heat. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shaw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Martin. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside. It's Shaw. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He got it. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb.
Number 92, set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield.
Go! Move!
Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. This time he wants to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McNeil. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw again. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. He's looking to pass. Moving out to the right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give is to Taylor. Here's a little room there. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Williams. Looking deep. He's got it down the field. Turning it on. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ford International comes out to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better.
Open field on the right. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Play fake, Williams. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Pulls it on the option. Got a little grass. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running inside. It's Brown. Can't get him to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Brown again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Let's see what they do on third down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season.